2020, yeah. VVS, clarity, yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of... The 35-yard line at the 34.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Rodgers to throw again. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
You got 58. Hey, 88, 88, 88. Hey, Charlie.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers Packers unable to pick up the first. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Jackson, and he slings one that's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Jackson, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 35 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Check, check, side. Check, check, check. A little flat. Plant. Comes the back.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Box it, box it, box it, box it. 36 to Mike. We own them. We own them.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they work this out past the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try it, but I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Big series right here. 80 weapons. Check 43. He's checking.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
30. Over here. Back
Rodgers now on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something. I'm
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel...
It's a foot race. The 20, 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 72 yards. They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Williams will try again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ingram again. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 8.
To throw is Jackson on third down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Check out, check three.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. 3 points at the very end. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain, eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. On first down, it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 11-yard line.
Set. Hot. 42. Nice 42. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
88.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. He's back to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that...
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Say hi, 300, 180. Watch the run, watch the run.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Third down, Dalvin Cook, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, it's an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram, and he'll take it into the end zone. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Let's get it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Beast mode unleashed, a big one there. 41 yards on the ground. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
14, run it. Run left. Don't get nervous. 36, stop your body.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
49 to Mike, 49.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 70 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
14. Watch the whip. Go. Mike, 36. Line 36. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Watch 36.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check.
Still got 4 down.
Ringo.
Still got 4 down.
Fix the mic. I'm trying to collect. Line 36. Hey. Watch 36. 36 the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
36. Line 36. We got
Look left. Hey, alert.
36 the mic.
Now Wilson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go.
Line 36. Ball trot. 36. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Watch 36.
Check.
To throw again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Well left.
Pick me up. Let's go. Line 36.
Gun.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch 36. 36 the mic.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now is it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm here all day.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Ravens 6, Seahawks 0.
46. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the 29, Jackson looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jackson now, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready. Okay, hold on. Here we go, D. Here, okay.
Jackson on first down.
Check 99.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Finding room to the 20. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This will be caught at about the 6. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Wilson. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Top dog.
Right, let's go double count right here, double count. Zebras, it's time.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. This complete to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken near the 13, and he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. On second down, Ingram, and an alley to run. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 41 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get wide.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup.
You got it.
3rd and 8.
You got it. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's go.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short, and a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 85 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
25.
Watch 36.
12. 20.
Watch the safety creep. Check 3.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Alert. 36 to Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check. 36 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Wilson throwing again. Left side complete to Lockett. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Hey, 0. 36 to Mike.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Run pass.
To throw again is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The drive starts with C.J. Cozy's. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Watch 36 right, 2 quick. You think you want fall? You think you gonna get this? Mike 36. Mike 36. It's Friday. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come on, D. Mike 36.
Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down.